Today, we're exploring one of the most fascinating discoveries in neuroscience: mirror neurons and how they silently shape your behavior, your identity, and even your destiny. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever yawned just because someone else did? Felt tense while watching a movie character in pain? Or smiled instinctively when someone smiled at you? That's the work of mirror neurons, a remarkable group of brain cells that activate both when you perform an action and when you observe someone else performing that same action. These neurons don't just mirror movements, they also reflect intentions, emotions, and energetic states. They are the neurological foundation for empathy, imitation, and social learning. Let's take a deeper look. Mirror neurons were first discovered in the early 1990s by a group of neuroscientists in Italy. They were studying the motor cortex of monkeys when they observed something unexpected. A monkey's brain lit up not only when it picked up a peanut, but also when it watched a human pick up a peanut. This observation cracked open a new understanding of how humans learn, not through logic alone, but through deep neurological mimicry. Here's the key point. Your brain is constantly scanning and syncing with the behavior of others. Children learn by modeling their parents, not just in speech or actions, but in emotional responses, belief systems, and energetic patterns. If your caregivers were anxious, reactive, or self-critical, your mirror neurons likely helped encode those tendencies into your nervous system. Even in adulthood, mirror neurons continue shaping your behavior. That's why the people you spend the most time with are programming you, often unconsciously. When you surround yourself with negativity, scarcity thinking, or fear, your mirror neurons reflect those patterns back. Your brain begins to form neural templates for behavior that match what you observe, whether it supports your highest self or not. But here's the empowering truth. Just as your brain can be programmed by others, it can also be reprogrammed by conscious choice. Here's how. 1. Curate your environment. Choose to be around people who embody the traits you want to amplify: calm, purpose-driven, loving, expansive. Remember, your nervous system doesn't just respond to words, it responds to presence. 2. Use intentional modeling. Study someone who inspires you, not just what they say, but how they breathe, walk, speak, and respond to stress. Let your mirror neurons work for you. Neurons that fire together wire together. 3. Practice emotional coherence. By training your heart-brain connection through breathwork or meditation, you become the dominant signal in the room. You shift from being programmed to becoming the programmer. 4. Disengage from toxic mimicry. Notice when your energy shifts around certain people. Is it contraction or expansion? If you're constantly mirroring stress, it's time to step back, reset, and realign. What does all this mean? It means that transformation isn't just an internal process, it's also a social and energetic one. You become who you observe, absorb, and emulate. Your mirror neurons are always watching, so give them something worthy to mirror. As we close today's portal, I invite you to ask, who am I unconsciously mirroring in my life, and is it aligned with who I truly want to become? Observe, choose, transform. Until next time, keep thinking beyond thought. Thanks for stepping into the Thought Portal with me, where neuroscience meets transformation. If today sparked a new idea or shift for you, share it, subscribe, and leave a review. Until next time, keep your mind open and your growth intentional.